In this video, we're going to do a quick review of some of the time expressions that you've seen already, and then look at months. To talk about a point in time in Russian, something happening on a point in time. We've seen some of these, and some of these we'll be seeing in the near future. When you talk about a big chunk, like век, год, месяц, you'll use v plus prepositional. В каком году, в каком месяце. And I guess that's because if it's a big chunk of time, then if you imagine that as a place, then you can be located in it. Week is kind of the dividing line. For a week, we use na plus prepositional. So, in what week? На какой неделе? And then for the rest of the smaller periods of time, like день, час, минута, секунда, we'll use v plus accusative. And you probably remember this from a couple things from last year. One is that when you talk about days of the week, something happening on the day of the week, something happens on Monday or something happens on Wednesday. В понедельник, в среду, we were using v plus accusative. Or something happening at a certain time. Something happens at 2 o'clock or 5 o'clock. В 2 часа, в 5 часов. So we notice this accusative case only when it's referring to feminine, like в пятницу, в субботу, or here, в какую минуту, в эту секунду. When we talk about chunks of time, and here we mean seasons or parts of the day, we'll use the instrumental. So you remember from last year we have morning, day, evening and night. Утро, день, вечер, ночь. But to talk about something happening in the morning, instrumental. Утром, днем, вечером, ночью. And here, now we're focusing on the seasons. So say the seasons after me in the nominative case, and then we'll say them in the instrumental, which would be in that season. Повторите. Весна, весной. Лето, летом. Осень, осенью. Зима, зимой. So when you're talking about something happening in a season, you'll use it in the instrumental case. And this is a good way to remember your instrumental endings. However, when you have a point within the day, for example, we'll use it in the genitive. At 8 o'clock in the morning, в 8 часов утра. At 11 o'clock at night, в 11 часов ночи. Here we've got a really quick review of some of the adverbs that show us something about the time of the sentence, meaning the past, прошедшее, present, настоящее, or future, будущее. These adverbs show us, at least in many cases, which tense our sentence is in. Here we have вчера, раньше, and в прошлом году, or на прошлой неделе, the past, in the past week, in the past year, yesterday, earlier. These show us that probably we need past tense. For present tense, we have сегодня, сейчас. I put stars by them because they're not always. Sometimes we could talk about сегодня было холодно. It was cold today. Or сегодня будет холодно. It will be cold today. But it might be present tense. And then for future, we have завтра. Of course, tomorrow will be future. Потом isn't always, but maybe, then. And then в будущем and в следующем, which are synonyms, next year, в будущем году, next week, на следующей неделе, showing future tense. Let's remember the days of the week. Just say them through with me as we look at this calendar. Повторите. Понедельник, вторник, среда, четверг, пятница, суббота, воскресенье. And then let's remember how to say on a certain day. В plus accusative, as we mentioned before. Повторите. В понедельник, во вторник, В среду. В четверг. В пятницу. В субботу. В воскресенье. Remember not to put a separation between the v and the next word. Even with во вторник, you kind of smash it into the word as if it's part of the same word. So not в среду, but в среду. Сейчас у нас месяцы. Let's look at the names of the months and how to say in a certain month. В plus prepositional again. Повторите. Январь. В январе. Февраль. В феврале. Март. В марте. Апрель. В апреле. Май. В мае. Июнь. В июне. Июль. В июле. Август. В августе. Сентябрь. В сентябре. Октябрь. В октябре. Ноябрь. В ноябре. Декабрь. В декабре. Notice how the stress shifts sometimes and causes vowel reduction. Октябрь, but в октябре. So notice that when you're pronouncing these.